Hey everybody, you've made it to the Jed Said Therapy channel where a little awareness goes a long way. My name's Jed Thorpe, licensed therapist. Today we're going to talk about this psychological phenomenon called cognitive dissonance, where it comes from, who came up with it, what we use it for on an everyday basis when you've heard it from other people, and we may even talk about how the cat who came up with this actually infiltrated a cult for research. All right, everybody, that didn't take long. I'm glad you're here. Before we continue, be sure to push that subscribe button or the follow button, push all the buttons, comments, share this good emotional intelligence information. Let's start by talking about what cognitive dissonance is. Simple explanation. The dissonance lies when our behaviors are not in alignment with who we think we are. The term was coined in the 1950s by a psychologist named Leon Festinger. And the wild part about Leon is that in order to get research, what he did is he infiltrated a cult that called themselves the Seekers of the Apocalypse. The Seekers, as they were more commonly referred to back in the 50s, they believed that an extraterrestrial mothership would come down and save them, all the followers of this cult, from a giant flood. He infiltrates it, gets the research, and later, after the world didn't explode or get flooded, he wrote a book called A Theory of Cognitive Dissonance. What you'll see in your own life with cognitive dissonance is when you're behaving out of alignment with who you think you are, you'll make up some reasoning, some rationalizations for your behavior that in your head doesn't align with who you think you are. If I see somebody that obviously needs some food, like they're on the side of the road and they're holding up a feed me sign, and I pass them by, I think, oh, I'm not behaving in alignment with who I think I am. I think I'm a nice person that gives to the poor and is thoughtful and everything else. I'm not giving this person anything as I drive by because they're just gonna buy drugs and alcohol with it. They aren't really homeless. That's just a scam that they're using to get money. They're capable. They can get a job if they want to. All these justifications to relieve our cognitive dissonance. The more cognitive dissonance we have, the more psychological dysregulation we're going to experience. It's not a smooth ride when we're dissonant. We want to be consonant. Another thing you'll see with cognitive dissonance is if someone does something like wreck the car, they won't focus on how they wrecked the car. They'll focus on how they told you the truth. I wrecked the car. Why are you getting mad at me? I told the truth. They're uncomfortable with how they feel about wrecking the car, so they're going to focus instead on what they do believe about themselves that aligns, and is that they tell the truth. They're a good person. They do hard things. So you see cognitive dissonance all over the place, and it's in many therapeutic models. Cognitive behavioral therapy, cognitive therapy, narrative therapy, DBT, reality therapy, motivational interviewing. Cognitive dissonance is in all that. And that pretty much sums cognitive dissonance up. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something. And until next time, awareness up.